We got a Jeldwen single hung window, and the first step, it comes just like this. The first step, you open the window all the way. Make sure the window is open all the way. That's very important. Second step is you take the sash off, which there's two little buttons at the top. You push them in, you push the buttons in, and you pull out. And you make it go all the way down to 90 degrees, and then you lift up where the window is. You lift up one side before the other, and then you carefully put the sash down somewhere safe. The next step is you take a flathead screwdriver, and you need to take these covers off. So you put it in and you just pry it off, and then you put the other one in and you pry it off and take it out, and you put those somewhere safe. The next step is taking the balances off. This is extremely important. You need to open the window all the way so that the spring, the spiral, is all the way up. It's all the way up now, and if you try to take it off with it down, you're going to pull the tension rod, and it's very difficult to get back. So you take your flathead, and you loosen this. And then you come up here and you unscrew the top. There's a better way. This is the most irritating part. And then it comes right off. You put these in a safe place. And you do the other one. Then you take the screen off by pulling up here. And then you're ready to install it. Second step is measuring. You got to measure the top right here, so it's 50 and 5/8 long.
Where?
The top, and so then we come here. Yep, to the edge.
Okay.
Then we come here and we see if that matches. Make sure that it at least it's bigger. And it looks like it's not. So now we got to check this top part. This one is 50 and 5/8, so it needs to come off about 1/8 of an inch.
How can you do that?
So we have a machine called a planer, a power planer, that we're going to have to shave it. So Jiga Taishala. This is called a planer, and it's going to shave the wood. We're going to grind these with the rasp. Step 3 is putting the window in to see how it fits. Here, hit this bottom out. The top corners need to be filed down more. Yes, this is the worst. This is the worst. All right, now that we got it up there, we need to hit it in so that we can measure how much filler we need on the top. So I've got this 2x4 because we don't want to hit the hammer directly on the window. So we use the 2x4 to protect the window. And we're just gonna hit in a little bit on each side to get it all the way in. And I can't be my own man. So he's measuring the top because there's a big space. The sides and the bottom fit, but the top has a big space. So we have to cut a piece of wood to fill in that space. And so now he's going to hit the window out from the inside, and Lauya and I are going to catch the window, and then we're going to glue and cut the wood. The sides were too tight, so we're going to file down the sides a little bit more so it's not as tight of a fit. You don't want it to be too tight or the window can't close and open. All the sides have to be even, and that's why if you look at this window right here, we have what's called shims to cover the space, and the space can be a maximum of 1/4 inch thick. That's the perfect space, is 1/4 inch. And then you use these 1/4 inch shims to make it even.
Cutting this piece of wood to fit, it's only going to be, this is 3/4, and I'm going to take it down to 5/8 so it can fit. Look at that. It's amazing. Look at the puncture tube.
Cut the filler piece, and we're gonna glue it and nail it to the top window buck.
What glue you use?
We're using Loctite subfloor.
Okay.
Can you hit it with your dead man? Thank you. X 230. Window, door, and sliding trim.
Okay.
We're gonna cover all the outside of the box. Can't get enough. Now we put the window in. And he holds it, and I come over, and I get my ladder, and I come over and I get my 2x4 that I had before, and I'm gonna hammer in all the sides. What? Hopefully the last time. So for Florida code, it requires 1 1/4 inches to go into the concrete. And so you can use 2 1/4 inches if there's no if there's no shims, but we like to use 2 3/4 inch all the way around, and then 3 1/4 inch for the top because there's a filler there. So we've got our 2 3/4 inch tap cons. We've got our hammer drill with a 5/32 drill bit. And we've got our 3 1/4 inch tap cons here. And then our drill to drill the tap cons in. You want to use the star bit, not the Phillips head bit. It will strip the tap cons. So we've got our star bit and our star tap cons.
That's important.
That's important. All right. So now Baba, my dad here, is going to push the bottom in while I drill the first hole here. So we got our first hole. He comes in, drills the tap con in. You want it to click once or twice. Then we go to the sides here. We can go to this side. Or, yeah, either or. Push in. And he comes in with his tap con, drills that one in. We want to get one on each side, and then we go around and do the rest. This is how you break them off. And we'll have to take a...
There's my mark.
Alright, so he's just flattening it out. But the reality is there's 3/4 inches of stucco. Nobody agrees with me on that.
How would you replace your windows if you can't even get them out?
You can get them out, but there's stucco that covers that.
No, I mean how they don't do very. They do.
If we're trusting Alan on everything else that we did, I would trust him on that part too, right?
He said that.
Yes. Because I was trying to make it perfectly flat like Sonny's dad is right now, and he's like, you're not even going to see it. And it comes out to like right here.
But everything is perfect.
No, you don't. What's perfect is making sure not an ounce of air or water get inside. You guys, comment down below if you think we need more Dynaflex on the phalanges between the window opening and the phalange. Like and subscribe. Comment down below if we need more Dynaflex. So we're putting the balances back on now that we got the window in. And we screw it in first. You want to get him screwing it in?
Yeah.
We screw it in. He screws it in at the top.
So like
It's already down. And then he's got to twist this and put it on. You try to.
Hello.
You try to close it and open it.
just go down?
Yeah, push down.
How?
Push down.
Oh. No.
There's no. You can't pull that down. Really? It shouldn't be that hard.
我的搬运工。耶，进去了。
Oh, look at this. Oh, you already got sash on. It's good. Yay, we finished 24 windows! Hey, 24 windows! We finished! So strong! Oh, yeah!